The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the Packers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. A first catch for DJ, and a 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 28.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give on the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's Tory Taylor now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Davis to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, set. Take go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
He'll take off again. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. In this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now he'll run.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. one into the hands of more downfield. And he's out of bounds on what will wind up being the final act of this opening quarter. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. His kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 10-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A good play action with Love. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Love. He's going to air this out for Davis. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies. But he is going to come up short. They'll go with him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown number 19 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Packers move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Will start on the ground, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player, something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Williams now to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays. And that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
And he spins his way into extra yardage. Going to be a pickup of 9. A good run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Williams. That is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On first down, it's Love. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. The extra point, up and good. And the Packers extend to a 24-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Williams. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, sack.
In motion comes Thomas. A 2nd down throw for Love. That's taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Love to throw it on 1st down. This one complete right side. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big gainer for Green Bay. And even 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Love to the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be taken down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
In motion comes Thomas. On 2nd down, Love.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, it's going to set up 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll go for it. Love. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return.
At the Bears' 42-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Now he'll run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. 18 back, 18 back. Cowboy 80. Take over.
Handoff here, up the middle, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
To the ground, a first down run. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Left wing 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On second down, it's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Warriors 70. Set. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Here's a run going left. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Williams to throw on second down. This one caught by the back out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Come 19, come 19. Set. Set go.
On third down, it's Williams. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, sack.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. Up the middle they go. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready up. Let's go.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Back to throw is Love. He'll try to run for it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Stick with him again. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Third and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. We'll get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.